Self-confidence as a guy, I realize is not streamlined because I want to read you this post. This explains exactly what I'm talking about. So my lack of confidence feels unfair. I'm a 23-year-old man. I feel like I have a lot of reason to be confident about, and yet I'm not. I feel so angry with myself that I'm not. I work out 5 times a week. I don't feel like I look good. I see myself as skinny. I have people tell me I'm skinny. I've never gotten any compliments regarding my looks other than from close relatives or friends that I know, and that's what I want. I've never gotten a "you look good" or "I can tell you work out" from my acquaintance. I have a bachelor's in engineering, but I feel like I still have nothing to offer. I lack confidence around women. Friends who see me flirt have told me I'm allergic to flirting. I get into it thinking there's no way I'll be the one they go for. Like, I'll try, but I know in the back of my mind they probably won't like me. Why wouldn't they like me? I'm a quality dude. It's just so frustrating because I can see what the problem is, but I can't solve it. Why am I not more confident when I have every reason to be? Now, this is actually really relatable for me because I got into fitness, I got into training and such because of the way I looked. Back when I was sort of still in like secondary school and such, I had really bad acne, like really bad. It was like face, neck, chest, back, everywhere. And that really took a hit on my self confidence because I hated the way I looked. And it's just, yeah, it was horrible. And I hated the way I felt. And so when lockdown happened, I actually got into training. I started training with my older brother. I was very fortunate for that situation. But, since lockdown, I've continued training and been at the gym. And I pretty much train about, 4 to 5 times a week. Now, that really did help my confidence, right? Because that was something that I could control, and obviously now my acne is a lot better. I have a lot more confidence. However, the only thing I will say is that although it definitely helps to improve your body image, that's not everything. And when I read this post, from what I can see, it really looks like this guy is trying to get the validation from other people to feel confident. Now, yeah, obviously, if people aren't telling you that you look good when you've been training lots or so on and so forth, then yeah, that's obviously going to take a hit. But I think I used to sort of go through this phase as well where I almost just felt like I needed other people to tell me where I was at, right? I need other people to tell me where, like effectively if I was confident or not, if I was looking good or not. And I know when I used to sort of have an issue with Instagram, I'd look at all of these Instagram sort of model type people, and then I'd look at my physique and I'd think, oh, well, I just look shit. But in reality, it's like, well, no, actually, I look a lot better than a lot of people. It's just that in comparison to that, it's not as good. Now, really, what I want to get across to you in this video is that if your confidence needs to be found from someone else, if someone else needs to be able to compliment you or give you something or tell you something in order for you to feel confident and comfortable with yourself, that is the biggest issue. Because you're never going to feel confident and sort of happy with who you are if you're always having to just rely on other people to give you that level of confidence, to give you those compliments, to make you feel better. And I'm at a point where, for reference, for me, I rarely get complimented at all. I mean, I'm pretty much the same with this guy, right? Like, I pretty much get compliments maybe from sort of, family, but that's about it, right? I don't get compliments from other people or whatever. And like, I'm okay with that because I'm not really that fussed and I don't really need that external validation as much as other people because I'm pretty happy and confident in just my body and who I am. And that's that. Now, the other thing he does talk about is obviously, he has a bachelor's in engineering, but still has nothing to offer. Now, to be fair, I'm in a similar spot with the fact that I don't really feel like I have much to offer. And that's okay. And the reason I say that's okay is because I think as a guy, like for me at least, I know that I want to and need to be able to provide and protect for those I love. And I know that at the moment I don't have that, right? Right. I don't have that. And so I think almost that level, like almost that, what he's saying right there, I think that's almost good because I think there's a level of almost, look, if you're confident entirely and there's nothing that is going to ever, perhaps shake you a bit, then effectively you must have everything sorted. Because for me, obviously, I'm working on my own projects in the hopes and the ability to be able to provide and protect more easily, then that's cool, right? So I think really, if you're someone that just deals with a lack of confidence and such, whether it be the way you look, whether it be in terms of what you can offer, for me, I think I asked a few questions myself. One of which was, first of all, does this confidence that I'm looking for, am I looking for it to come from other people, right? Do I need other people to tell me that I look good? Do I need other people to compliment me or reaffirm me in order for me to feel confident? Because if you do, that is the biggest issue, because you need to be able to actually learn and build upon yourself to a point where you don't need that other validation. Sure, it's nice, right? Don't get me wrong. Getting complimented or having people appreciate you, that's nice. But if you rely on it, that's just going to kill your confidence. The second thing is that if you're a guy, perhaps you're sort of around my age, I'm 21 for reference, and you don't feel like you have much to perhaps, offer and provide, that might be true, right? And obviously it very much depends on what you're sort of referring to. For me, when I think about that, I think about in terms of, financially speaking, right? Or more so financially speaking. And I'm okay with that at the moment because I know I'm working towards being able to improve that. So yeah, and I guess as well, it's like, you don't need to have everything sorted out at the moment. But I think if you do have a lack of confidence, I think it's just asking yourself these questions, because at the end of the day, if the way you feel about yourself is entirely reliant on other people, you're never going to be satisfied. And that's from someone that has gone through that process as well. So hopefully this video resonated. Let me know if your story is similar, and I'll chat soon.